Well, the CCERT functions under the Civil Contingencies legislation, and by CCERT I mean the Computer Security Incident Response Team functions. That legislation is going to be amended to remove those roles and responsibilities from IT&LD and pass them over to digital services. So that's a big area of work that's going to be taken away from IT&LD and given to digital services.
And how does this undermine the department?
Well, it undermines the department in that these are roles, responsibilities, and functions that have always pertained to IT&LD, and with no reasonable justification are going to be removed.
You have other concerns as well, such as the creation of this CISO post?
Yes, I mean, in conjunction with the fact that the CCERT responsibilities are going to be taken away, what the ministry also intends to do is to create a CISO post, and that is a Chief Incident Security Officer post. That is going to be created and remunerated, we imagine, at quite a high level. And this individual will be taking over the functions that are now being carried out by IT&LD, at no cost to the taxpayer.
What do your members want?
Well, basically what they want is actually this a little bit transcends this dispute, because we have actually been in dispute twice before, 2018 and 2019. And since the advent of digital services, it appears that there's a sort of a long-term strategy that's being put in place by Minister Isola, which basically what basically happens is they really badly under-resource IT&LD, and then when IT&LD can't perform certain functions because of a lack of resource, they then turn around and say, oh, it's not a lack of resource, it's a lack of competence, and then that entitles me to take roles and responsibilities away from you and give them to digital services instead. And if I can just give you a very quick overview of what happened with the e-services project. I remember at the time when the e-services project was within IT&LD, their budget was somewhere in the region of £300,000 to £500,000 to carry out the e-services project. If we can just compare that to the 15 million that has been given out by digital services to private entities to carry out that same work, I mean, you can see that there's a massive imbalance in resource. So how would it have been possible for IT&LD to have done the e-government project with that level of resource? What we're seeing is that this may be happening again. So the CCERT functions have been carried out by IT&LD with a certain level of resource and no CISO post. Now it's going to be given to digital services with the creation of a post. So we're seeing again that the issue of resourcing is being used to undermine them, to usurp responsibilities, and basically we fear the eventual dismantling of the department in its entirety.
Well, you've declared yourself in dispute, and you said you will start taking industrial action as from the 6th of June. What will you be doing?
To be honest, we had set that as a date to commence industrial action. We are in dispute. We will remain in dispute, but we have today received a proposal from Minister Linares, the Minister for Industrial Relations, and he's basically offered to suspend certain measures that were going to be implemented to allow us to have a consultation period with the membership. So that's something that the membership is currently considering. So we're not entirely sure if the industrial action will actually be starting on the 6th or not. Obviously, needless to say, all of these measures that have been communicated to us by Minister Linares have been thought up without consulting with the workforce. So we are glad of the fact that they would be willing to consult, but we really feel that it should have happened before, and not after, but still.